as you progress throughout your careers, what are some characteristics of people or coworkers that you've really enjoyed working with? And maybe what are some characteristics that have been less favorable? What makes you successful working alongside others in the startup space?
I think the thing that unifies all the people that I've really enjoyed working for is probably twofold. First, they're really good at listening. It's a very underrated skill. I'm trying to become a better listener myself. When I was in management consulting, there was a structure that we had to use whenever we were going into a client, and that was understand the current state, figure out what the future state is going to be, and then the path to get between the two. And that was so overused, it became really cheesy how that structure was applied to everything. But it's that first step, understanding the current state, that really stuck with me. And not just in a business clinical sense of understanding the current state, but understanding where a person is emotionally, like what is their current emotional state, where is their mental state right now. And the people who are able to pick up on those things extremely quickly and translate that into recognizing and hearing people and seeing what problem is really coming from, those are the people who I've found have been the most successful. So that's the first piece. The second piece that I found is people who they don't take themselves too seriously. And so I work in gaming, in AR, at that intersection of gaming and AR. And it's funny how there's a lot of people who like take things extremely seriously, and they come in and they're like, oh, like, how are we going to do this? Oh, I don't know if I like that. And they just get really, really uppity sometimes. And this is not just on my team. This is just like extended throughout all of the different external organizations I may work with. And it's funny because it's like, I work on a Pokemon game and it's awesome and it's fun and it's great. And whether you're working on something as wacky as what I get to work on, or something that is quite serious, like what Ryan works on, which is healthcare, if you take yourselves too seriously, you're not going to see where the solutions are. You have to be able to, part of being innovative and thinking outside of the box is not taking the current state so seriously. So it's kind of two sides of the same coin, being able to recognize and see what's going on and being open to it, while also being open to possibilities and not taking things too seriously and having fun with it.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing for me in the people I've enjoyed working with the most is those that really take ownership of problems and solve them. And what I mean by that is, again, at a startup, resources are really constrained. Everyone's trying to do lots of different things. And so when something needs to be solved, whether it's how to build a marketing campaign, how to do some analytics, how to build a piece of software, having someone who's like, all right, I got that. I'm going to go do the research I need to do, ask questions if I need to, and come back with an answer, rather than saying, all right, I did step one. What's step two? Come tell me what I should do. Okay, now what's step three? There's just not enough time or bandwidth to really do that. And so having a team where everyone sort of takes their direction and then is able to run with it, it's just more fun because you're all focused on getting things done. Another thing that's actually worth looking at is Amazon has a set of leadership principles. I think there's 8 to 10 of them that talk about skills of good leaders that they look through in all their recruiting and interviewing. And a lot of those are really, really helpful. One is getting things done and being sort of self-sufficient. One is being, willing to take risks. So certainly anything on that list is a good skill of someone that's worth focusing on.
I think creative thinking is something very important and it can be helpful for the team. So I really enjoyed with the UI UX designer in my previous startup company because in the meeting, for example, you can imagine there are backend engineer, front-end engineer, and then there's product managers, and then it is sometimes it is the creative creativity that's coming from the discussion that really glue the team together and or reshape a new direction. And also make it fun to work on the project even in a very stressful situation. So I think always have a creative mind and enjoy all the creative ideas is a wonderful thing for all the colleagues to have, and that would really help the team building process as well.
Hi, this is Kerry. I'm joining back in on voice. My technical expertise and my battery power was not very good, so.
Carrie, thank you for joining us again.
Yeah.
If you missed the question, we were talking about what are some of the characteristics that you sort of have made your colleagues successful, or that the people that you've enjoyed working with the most. What are some of those characteristics that they've had?
Yeah, you know, the one I will add, I think I heard most of the, you know, of course, some great insights from the other panelists. The one thing I'll add is just when you really value the diversity of ideas, I think it really shows through in how you contribute. I think the folks that I really enjoy working with are the ones who take that little extra step to realize that, you know what, there's no way I know how to do this on my own, and they're willing to reach out, get ideas from other folks, especially other folks with different backgrounds, you know, who maybe different roles altogether, and willing to take all that, ingest it, and come out with something that really is different because it's not done in the same way that we've done things in the past. So just really valuing diversity of ideas and investing the energy to create something that's built on those ideas.